Right. And with that, ladies and gents, we are live. I would say, give me a second. I'm not live. I cannot tell. Excuse me while I figure out some technical issues. Am I live? I think I'm live. Give me a second. There we go. Had to examine technical issues, but it looks like the issues have been resolved. And we are officially live. All right. So, yes, today we're going to be building the Lego Back to the Future DeLorean. So, let's just get into this. Good grief. It's got punch tabs. I'm just going to use the punch tabs. So, for context, in case you don't know, Back to the Future is one of the greatest movies from the 1980s, maybe the greatest. A fantastic time travel movie. Here is, this will have the instructions in it. And bag 7, bag 3, bag 11, bag number 8, another bag 11, so I guess we got 11 bags, 9, 2, we're going to definitely be building bag 2 today for sure, bag 10, some extras, bag number 4, we're probably going to need that. We're not building the whole set today because that is going to be a crazy long stream, and I honestly don't think you guys want to watch a super long stream. It took me, remember, it took me 2 hours to build the Spider-Man set. So, yeah, okay. Let's see, so trying to get everything kind of sorted. 5. Okay, so 11 is the max. We got 11 bags. Where's bag 10? 10. Bag 6. 7, 3. Let's try to get through bag 5 today. I think 5 is going to be a good number. There's 2, 1, 9, 8, 7, 6. Will all go in there for later use. So, we start with bag number 1. First, I'm going to unbox the booklet. Alright, so I've got a few different topics set up this time. Oh, wow. Okay, we actually got more stickers. Is that it? That looks like it's it. Alright, so we have the flux capacitor, which is its own sticker. That's pretty awesome. And we've got all of these stickers. 2 different license plate options. I'm personally going to go for out of time. Here's the front of the DeLorean and the back of the DeLorean, or the back of the manual. And I'm assuming, yep, the forward and this incredible shot of the DeLorean emerging from the back of the truck. Some more details. timeless icon. It definitely is. The time control panel as well. And then we get into a little bit from the design team. And so bags 1 through 10 build Car, Doc, and Marty. And then with the last bag, you can customize it. Don't know which version I'm going for specifically. I'm kind of tempted to do the Back to the Future 3 one because I think that one looks really awesome and will really pop on my shelf. Also, I think 3 is kind of underrated, but I'm getting ahead of myself. There will definitely be more in-depth Back to the Future discussion in part 2 of building this set, but yeah. First thing, Deadpool and Wolverine gets released this week. Super excited for it. Super excited for the release of Deadpool and Wolverine. Obviously, one of my most anticipated movies of the year. That movie is going to be awesome. So, what do I think is going to happen? This is the thing. This is the subject for this video. Well, not this video, but this is the first live stream discussion point, which is, what do I think will happen? And I've got some actually kind of outside the box areas of discussion that I think are going to be pretty interesting. So we will start with prediction number 1. There's this cowboy variant of Deadpool. And I got a sneaking feeling that that's actually going to be the biggest cameo of the movie. I think that's going to be Clint Eastwood. Why? I don't know. Ryan Reynolds likes to get some high-profile people to cameo. I mean, he got Brad Pitt to cameo. So I think that we're going to see a big-name cameo. And I don't know. I just think Clint Eastwood would be... Honestly, I think it would be really funny. Now, I get it. And also, it would make a lot of big movie fans pretty happy. Because, I mean, on the one hand, you know, one of the most iconic actors of all time, who really wouldn't be able to do a full Marvel movie. I mean, he could, but, you know, Marvel is probably interested in someone who can carry a franchise, not a one-off movie. So, that being said, I think it would be really funny if the cowboy Deadpool is Clint Eastwood. And so I think that they're going to go with that for that cameo. There's been this really dumb rumor, and I'm going to make some people angry with this one. There's this really dumb rumor about Taylor Swift in the movie. Please no. I do not get the crazy. That's me personally. I just don't get it. That's just my opinion. But, yeah, I think that this movie... I don't know. I mean, it could feature, some people are saying it's going to introduce a new sort of lineup for the Avengers with what people have been dubbing the Anarchy Avengers. I don't know. I think this movie is probably going to end with Deadpool and Wolverine being stuck in either the Void from Loki, or I could see them maybe just being in the MCU. But, of course, they'd have to explain where were they during stuff like No Way Home. And that kind of stuff, if it's from the Endgame final battle, which is heavily theorized to be the point they'll be entering the MCU from, is the final battle from Avengers Endgame. What were they doing this whole time? Where were they? Basically, the mutant question for the MCU. Why weren't they involved in this? I mean, honestly, it could be funny if Deadpool just says, how about we wait this out until we get a big enough paycheck? I mean, that could be funny. I think that would be a good joke. That actually kind of sounds like a joke Deadpool would make. And he'd be like, maybe full meta and just have him meet up with someone who gives him maybe a contract for the Avengers and outright says, hey, look, if you want to be in the team, you gotta stop. Because one of the big things with having Deadpool in the MCU is you gotta, if they want to keep that family-friendly rating, maybe, I don't know, maybe have it be where, so you can still have Deadpool do Deadpool stuff in his own movies. I don't know, maybe just have Captain America show up and say, hey, look, you got a horrible map. That's not good for the Avengers. You can join, but you gotta tone down on the cussing. I think that's probably what we're gonna get. Either that or Deadpool gets cursed, and every time he goes to cuss in the MCU, it's actually just bleeped out. Maybe that's the cost of defeating Cassandra Nova is Deadpool becomes PG. I don't know. It could be funny. And I mean, it's just a theory at this point. If you guys don't like it, let me know in the chat. But honestly, don't. Okay, I do have another one. I think Loki is probably going to appear, right? Without a doubt. They've got the TVA. They've got, with the trailers pretty heavily featuring the TVA, I think we're probably getting a Loki cameo. Either that, or we're going to find out who the new Kang actor is going to be, if they're still going with Kang. But we'll get to that one with a later discussion point. So, another point for this is that, well, that I want to bring up that doesn't really have anything to do with Deadpool. It's moving on to a completely new subject. Who do you guys think the next James Bond is going to be? Now, look, I did a video last year, I think it was, on who should be the new Bond. And in that video, I say Pierce Brosnan should return to do one last send-off to the character. But new actors, who do I think it's going to be? Look, I really thought a great pick for the next James Bond would be Michael Weatherly. But they might consider him to be slightly too old because they want someone who can carry the franchise for 10 years. And now Weatherly is a great actor. If you don't know of him, he was on NCIS for a long time. He played Anthony DiNozzo and was very good in the show. He was also a huge Bond fan in the show as well. So, I mean, I thought he would have been a good Bond, but he might be slightly out of the age range to be the next James Bond. But still, hey, I think in terms of just acting, he would probably be the best one. So, next up is for the subject of new Bonds. I've heard reports that Henry Cavill is the favorite. I've heard Tom Hardy is the favorite. I think Idris Elba removed himself. I've heard reports that Aaron Taylor Johnson is the favorite to be the next Bond. So who do I think it's going to be? Realistically speaking, out of those, I think it's going to be Tom Hardy. Right, because we're talking about scheduling clear-ups. He just had a big one. Because he's done with Venom. Or, well, the new one is the last one in his contract. So, personally, I think that could be the case, so he could go be the next James Bond. Because I think he's a well-known actor, but Venom, while it is a good box office performer, it's not a very big critical hit. if you get my point. But I think Hardy definitely proved in that he could deliver the comedic side of Bond. Personal favorite of mine is honestly one that my mom brought up that I had never thought of before. Jim Caviezel. Now, if you don't know who Jim Caviezel is, he is a very good actor. If you're like me, you probably know him for playing in Person of Interest, where he's just the best part of that show, in my opinion. But basically, I said that would be awesome, but he's basically been blacklisted by Hollywood. So while Caviezel as Bond would be awesome, he ain't gonna get the role, which stinks because he would be a great Bond. Yeah, in terms of realism, I'm thinking it's gonna be Hardy. Right, because he's well known, but not super big. If that makes sense. Plus, if the rumors are true about Christopher Nolan doing the next Bond movie, then Hardy is someone he's collaborated with before in Inception. He was probably the best part of that movie. Another big thing this week is San Diego Comic-Con. Basically, Comic-Con this year is set to be the biggest Marvel Comic-Con, maybe ever. It's going to be massive because essentially, Marvel has been in a pretty awkward spot with their 2022 reveals because some of those weren't ready to go. Here's what I think. I think that we're going to get announcements for some stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and break down what I think. I think we're going to get some kind of Armor Wars update. Right, I think this is a safe bet. Armor Wars is a project that has been in development for several years at this point. And honestly, with this, the multiverse saga, I mean, they're apparently about to shoot Avengers 5 next year, is what some of the reports have been saying. If that's true, and it does lead directly into Secret Wars, that means Marvel is gearing up to finish the multiverse saga, which really makes me wonder, are they even going to do Armor Wars? I think we'll find out. We'll get a direct confirmation. Are we getting Armor Wars? So, I think we'll see that announcement. I think the big one is going to be Blade. Right? Blade is Marvel's most troubled project. And so I think that they're just going to say whether or not they're doing it. Because, right, it's a high-profile project with someone that they signed on. About a while ago. They signed on Mahershala Ali back in 2020 to play Blade. So, that really raises the question of, are we actually going to get Blade, or is it going to get scrapped? I think we'll find that out for sure. My opinion on that is we might get it, but honestly, at this point, with the amount of production issues that this iteration of the movie has gone through, I'm just going to say this. Blade 4 with Wesley Snipes. So, yeah. The amount of production difficulties, I think that's what we're getting. I think they'll just be like, you know what? How about we just introduce the new Blade during Secret Wars? Which might make some people mad, but at the same time, I think that they're just going to say, You know what? This movie's gone through so many production difficulties. Let's give something people will be excited for, and just have Snipes return as Blade, catch you up a little bit on him, and then have him ride off to do Secret Wars. I think that's what we're going to see. I think, Blade quadrilogy or something. And then Blade rides off into the sunset or something to go be in Secret Wars. Of course, there's rumors that he's going to be in Deadpool, which please let those be true. Out of any rumor for that movie, please let that be true, because Wesley Snipes infamously hated working with Ryan Reynolds on the set of that movie. So please let that cameo rumor be true, because that will be the funniest joke Deadpool can make. I honestly liked Blade Trinity, by the way. I know that's probably not a very popular opinion, but I don't know, I liked it. It gave me what I wanted in a Marvel movie about vampires, which is something fun to watch. The acting, you could say it wasn't that great. Well, I mean, I think we've had worse performances in Marvel stuff, particularly some of the more recent stuff. Where is this piece? But yeah, I think getting one last full movie with Wesley Snipes as Blade could honestly be a good tie-in to Secret Wars. They're gonna have to start destroying universes for Secret Wars soon. So maybe a movie showing off, what is Blade up to, and then he gets thrown right into the middle of Secret Wars. That's how Blade 4 ends, setting up Blade to maybe be a big player in Secret Wars. Because I'm actually predicting he probably will be a big player. He was one of the first, Wesley Snipes Blade was one of the first big Marvel movie portrayals. So I think that it's safe to say that if they can get Wesley Snipes to come back for Secret Wars, they're probably going to give him a big role. I mean, I could actually see, well, I guess you could say, I see a universe where they decide to give Blade, the Wesley Snipes iteration, the big, dramatic, the not literal, but metaphorical, the big literal I am Iron Man moment of the multiverse saga. It would wrap everything up in a nice bow. It would end the story of one of the first big Marvel portrayals. And I think it should be a legacy character that gets the killing blow on whoever the villain of Secret Wars is going to be. If Magneto is the villain, like I said he should be in my video, then, have it be Professor X that delivers the killing blow. If it is one of the earlier Doctor Dooms, have it be one of the earlier Reed Richards. If it is Hulk, having Hulk be the villain of Avengers Secret Wars would actually be kind of funny. That would be an interesting Secret Wars movie. But if it's a villain from that older Hulk movie, let it be the older Hulk. Let it be a returning actor playing their iconic role. Be the send-off to the multiverse saga. That way, because people were saying this when the build-up to Endgame was going on, if you have someone like Captain Marvel, who just got introduced, be the one to take down Thanos, people are going to be mad, because there's no any kind of anything with that character at that point. I mean, still now, but anyway. But I think Blade would be a good, surprising pick. to be the one to end the multiverse saga, the one who started it all, basically. Then you could have your comparisons to Endgame. Robert Downey Jr. was the one that started the MCU. And then, you have Blade, who started the trend of the comic book movie. Be the one to end the multiverse saga. It's actually a very good idea. And I do say this as a brief, this could happen kind of thing in my video, but I actually don't really go too much in depth. And the more that I think about it, the more that actually sounds like a great ending to Avengers Secret Wars. Because you are going to have to do something with these returning characters. And so, honestly, maybe giving Blade the big send-off, or a legacy character in general, giving them the big send-off, the big heroic moment at the end, I think that would be the way to do it. And I kind of just talked myself into liking the idea of another Blade movie. Yep. Which, I like the Blade movies in general, so hey, I am cool with Wesley Snipes getting the kill shot on whoever the villain of Secret Wars is. That would be an awesome ending to the multiverse saga. Alright, other ones, Midnight Suns. I did not expect to spend so long talking about Blade, so much time talking about Blade, and how awesome it would be for him to be the character to end the multiverse saga. But Midnight Suns, we're probably going to get some kind of announcement or some kind of thing associated with Midnight Suns. For example, could we see the announcement of Oscar Isaac coming back for the Midnight Suns, saying, hey, look, it's in development, here's Oscar Isaac. I think that could work. Just saying, people think it's coming, just say, hey, look, it is coming, and we brought someone out to talk about it. Here is Oscar Isaac. Would make a lot of sense, in my opinion, because then the supernatural side is going to have its own Iron Man-esque character who is the center point, and honestly, that might be what they're setting up Moon Knight for. Also, because that would be a very interesting one. But, yeah, or maybe we'll just get the announcement of Moon Knight Season 2, which I think is probably a little bit more likely, and I would love to see that, because that first season of Moon Knight was one of my favorite Disney Plus shows, so I'm ready for Season 2. I'm not just saying for Marvel, I mean in general, it was very good for Disney Plus. We're going to get some kind of update on Kang, I believe. What kind of update? I don't know. We definitely know at this point that Jonathan Majors is most likely not going to be in Kang Dynasty. If that's even the path that they're going down for Avengers 5. We're going to get an update. Is he still going to be around? Or are they just dropping the character and whatever they've done so far with Kang entirely? Well, they can't, because they've still got the TVA. That's going to be a big thing. Why aren't they getting involved? They need to be doing something. I could see them maybe having whoever the new villain is for the Multiverse Saga, if they get a new villain, just have this villain show up and destroy the TVA. I could see that being the route that they go down for it. So, yeah, we'll see. There we go. Okay. This is still bag 1, by the way. We're half an hour into the stream. We're only a bag in. That is, I don't know if that's embarrassing or sad. Anyway. That's supposed to be a little crooked, right? But, yeah, I was a little bit surprised that they actually put the minifigures in the first bag. I kind of thought, that the minifigures would be in the last bag. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. But, we are making good progress. We will be an 11th of the way through with this set. When this bag is done, we are going to knock it out. All right. Very good. We're also going to get some kind of news on Avengers 5. What news? Well, we're going to get definitely for sure information on whatever they're doing with Kang. All right, that's too big of a plot point to have set up to not cover. This is the elephant in the room for Marvel, is what to do about Kang. So we're gonna have to wait and see. There's some reports that they recast the role. So that's gonna be a little bit hard for them to do with that Council of Kang's credit scene. And that's actually it for this bag, I think. So here's what I think they're going to do with that. I think they're going to have they're going to have one singular Kang variant that is played by a different actor. That just is, maybe the most powerful iteration of the character. Maybe we'll get a line of something along, maybe we'll hear something along the lines of this variant say, yeah, the other ones were weak compared to me. I got them all. Who knows? That's probably the most likely route that they're going to go down, is just have one variant played by a new actor or just a new villain entirely. I did a 2-part series on this. I did a video discussing why it should be Magneto. That was part 2, by the way. That was I think I laid out some good points for why Magneto would be a good villain for Secret Wars. So you can go check that video out. But it's going to be a very, very interesting period of time for Marvel, because they got to basically play catch up. They're behind. Oh yeah, I forgot we got a trailer for the new Captain America movie. Now, I honestly thought that in Endgame it would have made more sense for the shield to be passed to Bucky Barnes, personally. And the Falcon and the Winter Soldier didn't really do much to change my perception on the decision that had been made. So, but let's talk about the stuff I did like from this trailer. First up, I think Harrison Ford is going to kill it in this movie. He is going to be, I think if nothing else, I think it's safe to say Harrison Ford will probably be the standout of the movie. By the way, they should have just kept the original title, right? The original title of the movie was New World Order. They changed it to Brave New World. Man, I think New World Order was... I think that was the title they should have went for with this movie. And that would have been an awesome title for a Marvel movie. But, oh well. It's not to be. It was not to be. But the trailer itself actually does look really good, right? I was kind of skeptical on it when it got announced. I was thinking Falcon the Winter Soldier wasn't the best thing in the world. But this trailer actually kind of made me excited for the movie. It looks like it will be a pretty good one, actually. Like I said, Harrison Ford looks like he's going to be the highlight of the movie, playing the President of the United States, which is not any kind of news for, which is not any kind of new kind of thing, for him, because he actually already played a fictional president of the United States in the movie Air Force One, which is a very good movie. I watched it recently for the first time and thinking about recording a review to coincide with the release of this movie. I definitely have time to think on it. On that decision, however. And I cannot find pieces that there we go. Oh, yeah, I already found one. Okay. Alright, but yeah. Trailer looks pretty good, and I think that most important question for the movie, who is the VP? Right? Because in my mind, I saw the trailer, first thing I went with was, is the 25th Amendment going to be invoked? Basically, 25th Amendment is, in the Constitution, it basically says, if the president cannot fill the role of the president, then he shall be removed from office, is essentially the gist of it. So, are they going to say, having a president who's a Hulk is probably a risk to national security? I could see them going down this route and impeaching him. Or maybe he straight up resigns. Which, if that's the case, means we need to be paying attention throughout the marketing. Who is the vice president? Because whoever this individual is, I'll tell you, is going to be very important, I believe, for the future of the MCU. Leave in the chat who you think the VP is going to be for Harrison Ford. Because I've got no idea on where to start. I'm just throwing this out that we might need to be paying attention to that. So, I'll be looking out during the trailer releases and stuff for the movie. And if I see anything that you guys might be able to notice, I'll let you know. And I realized, right, I got my computer over here so I can check the chat. And, right, so I can see the stream playing on here, right? And then you could see my computer in the stream, and so it's a repetition of the stream going through infinity. Does that matter at all? No. Is it funny? I think so. That's why I brought it up. Okay. So. Yeah, I don't know really where this is going to go for Marvel. They've got all kinds of stuff set up at this point. Yeah, I don't know where anything's going. The only thing that looks like it's set in stone is Kingpin becoming the mayor of New York City. That's going to be a thing that happens. Let's see. So, yeah, I think... Well, actually, that gives me one thing. We definitely know the VP is not going to be the Kingpin. The strict reason of he'll be focusing his efforts in New York. So, who do I think the VP might be? Honestly, it might be... What's her name? Shoot, I forgot it. I forgot the actress's name as well. That's not good. She was in Christmas Vacation. What's her name? That's annoying me. I forgot. I did not mean to forget her name. What is it? Shoot. The lady who's putting together the Thunderbolts. Now, I actually have a theory on Secret Invasion. Now, I know I probably just lost any viewers I might have had by bringing up Secret Invasion. A lot of people are saying, get away from me, that's horrible. Yeah, the show's not great. It probably should have kept its original rumored Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cameos. But, big question is, what was Skrull Rhodey, fake War Machine, up to in Ritson's cabinet? And upon doing research, and some thinking, I think I figured it out. Which is, I think Rhodey was the vice president. Big stretch? Yes. Do I have anything to back it up with? A few pieces of common sense, some logic. So, let's think about this, right? The Skrulls want to attack the President of the United States, provoke a war with Russia during the show, right? Well, I think for them to attack the President of the United States, it would have to make sense that they had the Vice President of the United States, which would immediately point to Rhodey. I mean, it would be kind of an obvious move, get, the Avenger. Let's think about this. This election would be cutting off the Battle of Earth using some simple math and the Disney Plus timeline. Very clearly, the show is set in the aftermath of the 2024 presidential election in the MCU. So, stand to reason that this is fresh off the Battle of Earth, Ritson blazing through the primaries, potentially, decides to get one of the Avengers as his running mate. Maybe originally wants to go for Captain America, but gets declined. Wants to go for Sam Wilson, or maybe even Steve Rogers, but here's rumors of maybe Steve Rogers died during it. I think that's the official story they went for in the MCU. I'm just throwing out some ideas here. So stick with me. But basically, right, I think he went up to War Machine, air quotes, and said, hey, look, would you like to be my vice presidential candidate? Now, you can make arguments on whether or not Rhodey would have actually done this. My opinion, honestly, is I think he might have agreed to do this. Maybe it was pitched as a way to honor Iron Man or something. I don't know. Point is that maybe that's when the Skrulls take him, the reaction to him becoming the vice president. They hear these reports, and the Skrulls do, and they're like, well, I mean, this could be a really good thing for us. Snatch Rhodey, they have an Avenger and the vice president. Would make sense, right? So I think that's what old fake Rhodey got up to. And yes, I am suggesting in Marvel, the vice president was replaced by a shape-shifting alien. Not saying that about real life, definitely not. I'm just saying in Marvel, in a superhero spy thriller TV show, I think this would happen. Plus, he had Secret Service. Right? It would make sense. I could honestly see that entire conversation or that entire line of thought. I didn't think about this until just now. That's probably going to be used out of context somehow. Guarantee this will be the most out of context thing on any live stream ever. Me ranting about a Marvel vice president actually being a shape-shifting alien. But if anyone from Marvel does want to say anything about this, let me know, because honestly, this is one of the more out there theories I've had, and I'm the guy that said Bill Cipher would be an Avengers villain. Yeah, that's a whole thing. I'm not getting into it here. Just watch that video. It might be the dumbest theory ever on the internet. Legitimately could be. Okay, trying to find this piece. Oh, there it is. I'm changing that slightly so I can see it. Okay. So, what do you guys think is going to happen in upcoming stuff? I wrote some comments down of things to do, but went through them way too quickly. So now it's awkward silence. Okay. All right. So, yep. If you guys would like to bring anything up, let me know. Because I'm honestly thinking... Oh, wait, I actually put that in the wrong way. Okay. So, what's your favorite Back to the Future movie? Okay, well, that's going to be an easy question. So let me ask this. Which of the sequels is better? Which Back to the Future sequel is the better movie? Is it Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future 3? I honestly think 3 is pretty underrated, personally. I actually think Back to the Future 3 is a pretty good movie. But, I mean, yeah. That's just what I think. Alrighty, so, yep. How long have we been at this? Because, honestly, this is going slower than, I think this is taking me longer. I mean, obviously it's taking me longer, But then, it's definitely going by a different rate than what I was doing with the Spider-Man set. So, yep. There it is. Okay. So, what do you guys want me to talk about? Approaching the end of bag 2 out of 11. I'm definitely glad I said that. I'm definitely glad that I didn't say I was going to build the entire thing in a stream. Because that would have been insane for me to say. Did I miss this? Where did I miss this up? Okay, so. Oh, some pages got. Oh, I ignored this entirely. Okay. So. Ah, okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. Ah, I put it on the wrong way, so that would be a good reason for why it wasn't going on. All right. Good. Yep. There we go. Yep. It's gonna be pretty good. Pretty good set when it's done. There we go. Yep. Going through it. All right, nothing in the chat yet for best Back to the Future sequel, so we'll keep waiting on that answer. All right. So let's start a whole big debate. Best Spider-Man. For me, the best one is Andrew Garfield. That on the wrong side. Now you could make the argument, well, Tobey Maguire has better movies and this and that and this and that and this and that. The writing's better, the villains are better. Look, if we're talking about just the portrayal of the actor, Andrew Garfield is the best one. Also, why is it that the two most recent Spider-Men are British? I mean, this is a fair point, right? Why are they British? This is a good point. You know, he's supposed to be a New York guy. Why is he played by some British people? No, that's not dissing the acting or anything. Even though it took Tom Holland a little while, I think, to get good in the role. You know, it is kind of a weird thing to me. A funny thing, but it's a little bit of a weird one for me. And I think we're about to be done with bag 2 of the set. You guys liking the stream so far? Leave it in the chat if you're liking the stream. All right. Next. That is it for bag numero dos. Yep. By the way, the whole thing will not be done in this stream because it will be a very long stream. This could actually wind up being a 3-stream set. We'll see. But I'm going to try to make it 2. We'll shoot for 2. We'll see what happens. All right. I need to remember that we're making 2 of this part, though I don't have to go back, do the whole thing over again. Okay, so we've got 2 of these. And then we have two of these. So what's a funny meme you guys have seen lately? Or something that is meme worthy that you've seen on TV or something. Yeah, I did come up with different conversation points, but I already went through all those. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of new stuff to talk about. But yeah, pretty cool set, right? All right. That is the wrong way around. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So we're still working on bag. For those now joining the stream, we are building bag numero 3. We're building the 3rd bag of this 11 bag behemoth. Okay, not behemoth, but you it was a joke. Sorry, that was a bad joke on my front. All right. Okay. Then I actually need to make a few of those. So okay, that goes through. And then this part will not go in. There we go. I need to make another one of those. I can't put that in yet. Go. Why didn't I think of this strategy? Actually, this is what it gives in the instruction manual. But, right, putting this through here. Actually, I gotta put the other one through first, but first I gotta do it. Go. All right. And then that goes through. All right. going through. Okay. Yep. Okay. So this will go here. What? Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. This is a very, very cool set, I would like to say. So I will say it is a very, very cool set. Very cool set. So that goes through, and then flip this over. Stick these pieces in. Boom. Oh, wait, not boom. That didn't go in all the way. Okay. All right, next up, this goes here, and this goes here, and this does say like 2 of these. Correct. Yes, they do. Manual does. All right. So we are making really good progress on this set. Next up, we get a couple of chrome pieces. Okay. All right. All right. If anyone watching would like to type anything, that would be good. Go. And that does not have that. And I'm going to move this down a little bit. That some. Alright. Does that look better for you guys? I think that looks a little bit better. I've got it set up obviously where I could see the screen. So I can see what you guys see. Yep. Go. And goes there. There we go. Those 2 pieces are done. Okay. Okay, now I do the same thing with the other one. It's there. This will go here. That will go there. Okay. Alrighty, so we are cruising. Well, we've actually just crossed the 1 hour mark. Wow, already? Okay. Yep. Yep. Go. Push that through all the way. That goes there, and now where will this go? Let's see, so that is sticking out like that, then in theory, that means... Ah, wait, okay. I get it, I get it, I get it. This, ladies and gents, must go like this. Except that it's supposed to be the other way around. So that go there. This attached and that goes there, and that will go there. There we go. I fixed it. So. Okay, now do the same thing. Honestly, with how slow I'm going with this one, I might do a little bit of in-between building for streams. And then, yeah, I'll probably jump back in a little bit. If give me a second, I'll be back in a second. All right, sorry about that. So, see, sorry, I had one of these. And then wait, I built too many. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. Okay, and then I did need this, and where is the other one? There. All right. So this goes on there. And then good grief. There it is. There we go. And now we do this again. Right. Right. That goes there. This goes here. We're definitely making progress. We are definitely doing that. Okay, so why are we making another one of these? Not say that we're making two. Oh wait, yeah, we're doing two of everything. So yeah, that does make sense. I'll make two of this. Okay, so yep. Then I will go here. Then that goes there. This will go here. Then this will go here. Oh, wait, yeah, there we go. There we go. Now this goes there. Now that will slide in here, and hopefully we'll be able to seriously, why is this? Away. There we go. So now the question is, where is the other one? There were two. Well, that's not good. Yeah, because it shows I'm supposed to make 2, but yeah, I only have one of those, unless I'm looking at it. What's in here? What's in here? I should have seen what was in there first. Rubber bands. And let me guess, more rubber bands. More rubber bands. Alright. Seriously, where is it? Oh, there it is. Yep, I can imagine the jokes that will be made out of that section. Where did my Lego piece go? I don't know, man's descent into insanity or something. Okay, so that will go there. And now I need actually technically 4 of these. So, yep. We have been going for almost an hour and a half at this point. So we are making some time. And that just dropped. Where'd it go? Alright. Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. Go. Back to it. Alrighty. So and this little piece goes there. Okay. This thing is really unstable. I mean, it's going to look really good, but the way it's been designed there is really unstable. Okay, and then right, and flip that. And go. Okay, where does this get from? Oh, of course. I'm putting it on the wrong way. There we go. Oh, now I gotta do the same thing for over here. Actually, I didn't even finish this, okay. Okay. We'll put that then. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. That goes there. Still working on these. Okay. To be honest, I don't even really know what part we're doing right now. Kinda interesting, honestly. Okay. Okay, actually we don't need this. Not that. We need and we need these. Send it through there. I see where, I think I see where this is going. Then yeah, I think I can see where this is going. Let's see. Okay. So, proves me right. Yeah, I know we're about to use this. Let's see, so there we go. Going ahead and skip to the next step for this one because in case you guys forgot what we're building the Back to the Future time machine. This sucker better go 88 miles an hour. That's an interesting sentence I just said. Can this thing actually go? Can we actually make this thing go 88 miles an hour? At the same time, I do and don't want to know. I want to know because I think it'd be really funny to send this thing going 88 miles an hour, but at the same time, yeah. There we go. So now I gotta do that with this. Then there we go. See. How you guys liking the stream? Pretty good? Just okay? What do you think? So now we not room for that. There we go. And we're about to be done with these stupid things. Wherever they are. Okay, so these go on the front. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter where they go. So, these. Other way. Other way. So why is this not going? There we go. go. It's in, and now that I know how to get that in. There we go. Now we gotta flip the thing over. And that goes there. And that there. Okay. Well, we are doing pretty good. We've got the first 3 bags done. Well, almost done with the third. Like I said, I thought this was going to be a good 2-hour stream, but we're already an hour and a half in and 3 bags aren't even done yet. I mean, it's going to be a really good series of live streams. And who knows, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. But, gotta think about it first. Yeah, this could be a good, maybe a weekly thing. I don't know, it's been about 2 weeks since my last live stream, so I don't know. Either way, I do know that even if we stopped here, which, I said we'll do the first 5 bags. We'll see. I don't want this to be a ridiculously long stream. It's taking this long to do 3 bags, so we'll see. But, I mean, if nothing else, we've done 3 out of 11 in this stream. So 3 out of 11 leaves 8 bags left. I mean, if I wanted to, I could just knock out 2 bags each over the next few streams. We'll see. I don't know if that's the plan I'm going to do or not. I definitely know I'm going to stream the completion of the set. That is 100% in the books. But I don't know. I'm kind of considering building a couple off camera, because this is going to be a pretty big stream if I wanted to do a 2-stream build of this. So, I mean, I might just do a little bit outside of stream, or maybe just do a couple streams on this. Okay. See that there, and where is the other one? All right. Now we've got the glass. I don't know. Oh, we're building the headlights now. I think we're building the headlights. Anyone watching in the chat? You wanna say something? All right. Excuse me. Right. What is this saying? To take these out. Flip the car over. Put that in the middle. Then there we go. All right. Looks like we're beginning on the very front car right now. Right. Okay. Go. All right. Let's see. So that's there. Oh. This will go here. And this will go here. Wait. Okay. So correct. So okay. There we go. Why is that looking the way that it does? Why is that crooked? So Okay. There we go. Let's see. So we're at an hour and 40 minutes in. And we've gotten 3 bags done. That's a lot of work on the car. Hour and 40 minutes in. You know what? Think I might call it a stream here. And we'll get back to this. I might have more of the DeLorean done. I don't know. But I mean, this is definitely gonna have to be a 3-stream build, or I'm gonna have to do some outside of stream, because we've still got, right, we've done 3 bags. There's 11 in total. That's 8 bags left. We could do 4 across 2 more streams. But I'm definitely not doing 8 bags of a DeLorean. By the way, we just finished step 84, and there is a grand total of Alright, so 408 steps before we actually start customizing it from one of the movies. So if we go with the Back to the Future 3 model, well, we're talking a lot over. We're actually looking at 4 plus. So we're looking at about 444 overall steps. We've still got a lot to go, so I think that we're probably going to call it a stream here. And we'll get back to this in another stream. And this is going to be a very big build. But either way, that is going to wrap it up for this stream. If you want to go check out the other live stream I did, that was the Spider-Man Far From Home set. This bad boy right over here. Right here. This puppy. Not the Sanctum. This set. This was the subject of another live stream. But either way, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye.